Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. Tina, how are you doing?
It is President's Day today, and I don't think we realize that. Because once again, we are working.
And again, we are working, right? We keep booking ourselves on holidays.
Working. What's that when you stay at home and you don't realize that it's a holiday? Like I got up and I was like, wait, what's going on? How come the kids are not at school? I'm like, they don't have school today. I'm like, why? Like, oh, it's President's Day. I went, oh man.
Yeah, we probably should go through, Tina, and and put all the holidays.
Put it on the holidays, and we worked Memorial Day, we worked Labor Day.
Well, it is Happy President's Day, and
well,
for
there's
those
a couple other things that we got going on today too.
It is actually a very exciting day. It is a very exciting day. Look at this little crew we've got here in the studio. Right? We've got like the whole crew of
just missing one.
It's just missing one. We're missing one.
The oldest one.
Okay, so we have Antoine and Natasha Kelly, brand new. Well, we'll introduce all of that. And Coach Keon, right?
Yes.
How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good. Good morning.
Doing excellent.
And where are you guys coming from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's get it.
From the A. It was so funny because I was like, where do you guys live? And they're like, usually people say Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So then I, me being from Atlanta, I'm like, well, what part?
Right.
Like same city. They're like, Woodstock. I'm like, yo, those are my stopping grounds.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's pretty amazing because Atlanta's pretty big. Like
that's why you always say, I'm from Atlanta, but Atlanta, listen, you can be in Canada and somebody say, hey, can you meet me in Alpharetta? And you're like, oh,
right.
A half-hour drive.
And don't let it be rush hour traffic.
And don't let yourself meet. Hey, let's meet at 4:30.
Right.
No, 2.5 hours to get anywhere.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Like LA. And that's the only thing I don't miss about Atlanta is that traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But everything else, I kind of miss.
Everything has to be done before 2:00.
I've been through twice, driving from Denver to Florida. And it's like, it takes forever.
It really forever. Like you can drive from 10:30 to 11 to like 2:30 or 3.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Those are the hours that you can drive without hitting traffic.
Right.
Yes.
And when I first moved here, I was working in Ackworth, and we had drove just to see, which way we go to get to the place for Monday, and it wasn't no traffic. I woke up Monday.
Do it leaving like 20 minutes before I have to get
there. Yes. And I'm talking about, I called her, I said, I don't know if it's a wreck or not. Somebody said, no, this is every morning. I said, wow.
Day.
Yeah.
Every day, even Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, it was a wake-up call. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I used to drive from Atlanta to North Carolina all the time, and I would have to make sure, I'm like, okay, if I leave before 6 a.m., I can get in through, go from, 75 and get on 85 before the traffic hits. But if it's after 6, then I have to wait until 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Be like, what? And I'm like, you don't understand. Like if I leave before 6 o'clock, I'm done. I won't be there until
even if it's 6:05. It's you have to leave. It makes a difference.
By 6.
Okay, but still, even with COVID stuff, like do you guys even know, like, is that still a thing?
Oh no, it's moving around down here.
Yeah, it's still pretty busy.
It's busy in the morning, like people going to work. Mm-hmm. The highways is still packed, so it's still like.
I haven't been doing the traffic thing since COVID, but I am going there. I'll be in Atlanta for the first week in March. I go there. I'm gonna go hang out with a girlfriend of mine. She's having a birthday, and she called me the other day. She's like, "Listen, I think you need a vacay." And I'm like, "I definitely need a vacay." She goes, "Come down here. Your room is available." And because I have a room in like 3 people's houses.
Wow.
She's like, "Come down and stay a week." I'm like, "You don't have to ask me twice."
You are going. You are going. Well, speaking of not missing things from where you're used to be, I was watching church service that from Denver, Colorado. It was streaming this weekend. It was 1 degree in
Wow,
Denver,
yes.
Colorado this weekend.
One?
And one.
Yeah, that's
And
cold.
they all kept talking about it. Like it kept mentioning it.
Do you miss Colorado right now,
I
Angel?
do not miss the cold. I do not miss the cold. Well, it looks like our additional guest, Miss Avis Carter, is here with us
Speaking of not
today.
wanting to miss anything.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Her. You know, that's one good thing about Avis is because she has these beautiful head wraps. And if she's like late to anything, she's like,
I know, that's how it was like seconds ago. I'm like, Angel, good morning. It's like, and she texted me, right? And I was like, we are doing Central Time. She's like, no, we're on right now. And so I'm like,
We're all right
wrap
now.
and go.
Please tell me. And we talk about the time zone stuff a lot here on the show because we all mess it up. We all mix up our time zones.
but
And
now Angel is on the Eastern Coast like me because she's in Florida. So we're both, her and I are both on the same track because before it was like, okay, Angel, let's do it. Let's do our Connect Summit there. Let's go live at this time. She's like, well, it's only 8 o'clock for me. And I'm like, oh, well, how about this time? She's
Right.
like, "Oh, 10 o'clock."
Right,
That's
right.
when we started the Angel and Tina morning show. It was on 10 o'clock. And she, poor thing, had to get us super early.
I was getting up at 6 o'clock. And right.
Did
And
not
Wow.
stop my time.
it was COVID, right? And I didn't have to go anywhere. I'm like, oh, this really stinks. I could put this like morning thing in here when I don't even have to get up and drive and go anywhere. So,
Right.
so
Yeah.
we did push it back an hour. So our West Coasters, right? Our West Coasters really appreciated it. But Avis, I'm so glad you were able to join us this
Thank you for
morning. She
having
thought
me.
we were meeting an hour from now, and you know what it takes to be camera ready, unless you are the leader of Fashizon and you are like,
Sometimes it's like, okay, I don't have on, all of my makeup. And so it's like, you know what, life is good.
all
It's
you
better
have
to
to do
show
is
up.
Go to the video settings and put your makeup on.
have you seen that? Yeah, it's
I've
like,
heard of it, but I just like doing my own. But this morning I didn't have time. It's like, thank God for. Look, you see that shine?
But you-
I know, I get that too. I'm like, ooh, I need a little powder. I
I
need a
know,
little
right?
powder. All right. Well, so we have the crew over here from Skates Out in the studio. Big, very special, exciting day for them. Avis, we've got some great news to announce as well. But let's start over with our Skates Out crew. Give us a little background about who you guys are, what Skates Out is, and then we'll get to the exciting news that is happening this week.
Well, before we get started, I want to dedicate this show to those like Angel for helping us create what we are about to talk about. So I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you put in, you and Natasha, day in, day out to help this be possible. So I appreciate you and Angel and Tina for bringing us onto this morning show.
Well,
Yes.
and
And a
I'm
little-
so
we
excited.
need t-shirts. Angel, we need t-shirts.
I got you.
We got.
We got you. They're gonna be in the mail.
Yes.
I got you. But yeah, a
An
little bit
address
about
now.
She goes, I have an address because Angel has.
I tell you, it's weird not having a permanent address.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh,
I
yeah.
never thought,
Angel, everybody's been asking me, what's Angel's address? And I'm like, well, I can't really give it to you
right.
because she
Yes.
didn't want anybody to have her daughter's address for just a couple of weeks. And I was like, can you wait for a couple of weeks? Because then she'll have a physical address.
Right. Yeah. So a little bit about Skates Out. Actually, we started Skates Out years ago. And then when we moved here to Georgia, I left my AutoCAD drafting job, and that's where I wrote my lessons out. Took it to a rink, and they approved that they think it will work. So me, my wife, and my sons, we formulated Skates Out. Basically, it started at skatesoutonline.com. Now, over the years, we transformed it into skatesout.com. And what we do is basically offer beginner, backwards, and advanced roller skate lessons. Post-COVID, we've been doing in-person, private. We don't teach in the rink no more due to COVID. But I was general manager for 10 years at the skate rink where I was teaching those lessons. We taught out of 2 rinks. And over the years, we just kept studying and studying. What can we what can we make better with Skates Out? And it's just been getting better and better off of us reacting with the customers, giving people exactly what they came for. And I think, you know, and Natasha, she's the logistic woman. So she take care of all registrations and everything.
Okay,
And my
so
guys are,
Antoine, why roller skating lessons? Like that, you don't hear that a lot. Like, okay, we teach.
So I have been watching TikTok for the last couple of weeks. You guys know that kind of
right.
TikTok.
Yes.
And let me tell you, roller skating is like everywhere on TikTok. Like they're doing these little dances, like from back in the day when, well, I might be dating my age, giving you my age a little bit, but from back in the day when I was younger, when they used to do the little moves and stuff. These kids right now, like kids like your son's age, like doing these whole moves, roller skating, like
Correct.
back in the day.
Correct.
And I love that. I love that they're bringing that back.
And I've been telling the young people it's their time. When I was 20 years old, I was like that, very quick on the skates. And I told my oldest son and my youngest son just recently, like, it's y'all time. It's y'all time. I mean, these kids are like great skaters and they push it to another level. So yes.
And then even with roller skates, it's like a general legacy. He's been skating now for, the legacy moves on for a 3-year generation. And then my sons come right behind him. So that's a 4th generation of legacy. And legacy to us is just carrying it on with the passion. And his roller skating, when you hear him talk about roller skating, it's just all of it is passion. And he just lets it out. And people say, why don't you teach roller skating? He's like, no, I'm not going to teach roller skating lessons, but it become popular. And
yes. But what really got me started with lessons, I'm going back to what Angel said, was I was here skating in Atlanta constantly, and it took me back in Ohio where people was coming up to me at the skate rink asking to teach them, and I kept blowing them off saying, nah, I just enjoy skating. So when I got here, I was watching how big skating really was in Atlanta, but I didn't see nobody teaching lessons nowhere. And what came into my head was that this is going to die if we don't continue to teach people and grow the legacy of roller skating.
All right, do you do that skating rink there in Kennesaw?
I used to work as 10 years as general manager at his brother's, which is in Smyrna.
Okay.
Yeah, but you talking about Sparkles.
Sparkles, that's where I used to take my kids all the time. And they,
Yes.
they would kind of dance and I would be like, Mom, come on. And I would get on there and I would just be cruising because I loved to roller skate when I was little. And I'm a dancer. So, you know, of course you incorporate all the dance moves in there, but what an amazing thing, because it is a huge thing right now.
Yep.
yes.
In fact, a big person in the social media world, Shailene Johnson, she like is all about the roller skating. Like she's like, oh, I just found this new paved cement. I'm gonna go roller skating.
They turned it into this family business. Like they're changing, like it's a generational change, you know, legacy that they're creating, not only for their own family, but for other families, because it is a kind of sport you can do together as a family. It is something you guys can, and you have created this impact. And so thinking about taking roller skating lessons in person makes a lot of sense, right? You do that.
Right.
But then COVID hit. And now how do we do that? So they started teaching online lessons online. I was fascinated. They have a whole system. They have a whole system for how they teach people.
So when you see somebody with their camera like outside and they're like, okay, you know, they're trying to learn all of these things, it's probably from your course.
Correct.
Yes.
And the good thing about the course is they can always rewind and go back and stuff, and it's not where they're missing anything and getting caught with far as not learning it. And that's the great thing about it. Is
you
just
take from that beginners that don't even know how to roller skate to the advanced people.
Yes. So beginners is my favorite because I love to see how you take someone's fear silently and build confidence up. So they never see the fear, but they feel the confidence. And that's where we get them roller skating at. And that's what I love with beginner lessons, because it's kind of hard to teach someone beginner lessons because They come into you with fear. They put skates on. As soon as the skates start rolling, they go crazy. So I have to like really mentally, verbally calm them down while I'm still teaching them, which I didn't master that over the years. So that's why I love beginner classes more so than advanced or backwards, but I can run circles on backwards or advanced, but beginner is what I really love.
Antoine,
This is the backwards man.
What does your son do? And to introduce your son and let us know what he does and what his role is.
Okay. So this is Coach Keon, and he's been one of my coaches. He was actually the first person, him and my oldest son, in our skate lessons. They was on our very first class. So since then, Keon been a coach for, I think, about 6 years now. And he also understands the mental and the physical part.
Wait a minute. He's been a coach for 6 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Keon, how old are you?
17 right now.
17.
I started when I was 3.
Right? Well, like when did you put roller skates on him?
Actually, I had to butter them up. They were skateboarders.
They love skateboarding at first.
And I was so mad because I'm like, I need these guys as an example on roller skates. And they was
I
like,
can't get
oh,
my own kids, right? How am I gonna get somebody else's?
right.
I'm a skateboarder.
Yeah. So I ended up making a bet with them and a deal with them. And I ended
That's
up
good
buying them
parenting
some
tactic.
skates.
Yeah,
right.
really. Yeah, right. All good parenting tactics. Let me bribe you with something.
Well, I told Natasha, I'm just gonna buy them some skates and see what happens. So we bought him some roller skates, and
He probably
actually
about 6.
I won a pair of skates for him in a competition. And if you won, you get a free pair of skates. So I got a pair for him. That was his very first pair. So he's excited about it. And
Okay, so Coach Keon, what was your first initial reaction when your dad said, "Listen, this is what we're gonna do," and you were like, "What?"
I didn't really like it at first until I really got the hang of it. And then as my dad started teaching me, and I just fell in love with it.
So you're the backwards skater?
No, I was
yes, ma'am.
asking, what's your favorite move? Like, you do all the little.
I just really like there's this thing called pivot. You just basically just keep spinning in circles as you're like skating forwards and stuff. So
Okay, so I loved roller skating because it made me like 4 inches taller.
Well, you love roller skating
Correct.
because you're like a disco queen.
Well, yeah, but we used to go roller skating all the time. Like that was the thing. Like it was just
Right.
that's what you did. Like you went to the roller skating rink, mom would drop you off, and you'd they'd have the one session, and then they'd have the late night session where it was like glow in the dark. And,
Yes.
right?
well,
Oh my
this
God.
one right here, she grew up right down the street from one.
Yes, we used to walk on Sundays and Saturdays, just back and forth. It's
Yep, she grew up right after. I said, "You lucky." I had to catch the bus across town. She right there at Hoover Skate Rink, right up the street from her house.
Oh yeah, no,
Coach
mom, we had to
Key,
beg
Coach
our
Key
moms to
is-
drop us
you
off.
have a lot of people watching you, and they're like, "Go, Coach Key!"
So because of COVID, you now have an online skating class that people can,
Yes.
if they can get a refresher course or start all over, or pull out those old skates maybe they haven't had on
Right.
for a long time.
Wait, Angel, do you have roller skates still?
I don't.
I don't either. Maybe we should get some
I
roller.
could totally roller skate in my new event center.
Your entire house right now because it's
Yes.
empty.
I could. Oh, I should get some roller skates. I should get some
Yes.
roller skates.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
agree.
God. And I'll get your book, and we'll do a fun little live
And then
video and
put her
all of that.
Okay.
Yes.
Music on.
Oh my gosh, how fun would that be? Oh my gosh, how fun would that be?
We can make it part of your VIP day in Media Mastery.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they, wonderful family, legacy changing. They've got an incredible story. They're teaching families to play together and to, do healthy things together and smart choices. Then they go and they start this whole online course. And so you've recorded like the whole course and launched it all during the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Took us about, I would say 4 months because I'm so in detail, and she like, "Why are you thinking so hard?" But I just wanted to make sure that it was self-explanatory to people and people wasn't getting stuck on, stuck one thing after another. So we made sure it was kind of smooth and everything was in order, kind of the same way we teach. So if you came to an in-person class, you're getting the same thing on the video. Only thing is, I'm not there to push you like I would in class. But if you get stuck, we have a discussion box up at the top corner and you can talk right to the coach.
What do you think is the biggest struggle when they learn how to roller skate? It's probably just mindset, but what else would it be?
Just soon as you leave from lessons, I tell people, go to the rink once a week or go outside and skate, because the brain, the way we break skating down, it's a mental part and there's a physical part. But if we're stuck so hard, and adults are bad at this, they think too much than just doing the physical. So that's why I have a mental part in roller skating with the physical, because if we slow the brain down to control our feet, then we can enjoy skating. And that's why I tell them to go out once a week so the brain memory can understand where we left off at when we do get back into skating.
That is good advice. Avis, when was the last time you put on roller skates?
It's been a minute, but even when I can still roller skate, and I was thinking, where should I go and purchase some roller skates, because I love to roller skate. And so even when I think about roller skating and when a person first get on to roller skates, it's like, even when you get on, it's a matter of balance. And I always try to think of the inner and the outer. And so it's like, even to put them on, it has to be a balance. And so where do you find the balance? Because oftentimes, just as in life, people will stumble, they fall, they get up. But even if they keep trying, there becomes a balance in it, which is like thought-provoking for me. And so it's like, where do you find the balance? How do you keep the balance? And how do you keep moving forward? And even when you think about balance, you think about your lifestyle. If you're getting up and getting moving, that means that it is pumping your heart, which is so beneficial. So there is so many different benefits.
I need some roller skates. I definitely need to get some roller skates.
I need to get some roller skates, but let me tell you, back in the day when I used to fall and get back up really quickly, I don't think I'm able to fall. Get back up that quickly anymore.
Right.
And there's a lot of more things to balance as I'm older.
Yes, and even with that, when I think about skating backwards, it's like a reflection of your life in behind, but going forward and not staying there. I simply love to skate backwards.
Deep you've gotten, Avis, right? About balance. Like very.
But
very
what she actually saying is exactly how I teach it. Look, people feel their balance the way I'm teaching it, because the mental has to connect. Because let me just say this real quick. When people put skates on that has never skated, their brain is disconnected. And that's why you see their body flopping and their feet is the one that's connected and it's acting like the brain.
I was a skater back in the day too. So I always thought ice skating was easier, but I think that might be my next purchase, is to buy me some, of course, light pink roller skates.
Well, we have Skates Out Virtual. Those that need shop online for roller skates that is part of the course as well. So you have to have your own roller skates in order to do the program, but that's pretty much what everybody's looking for now anyway, just like roller skates.
I'm gonna have to meet up with you guys when I come down to Atlanta next month, because Angel, I think I might get some roller skates back on. What is the way to exercise?
The way that they talk about it and the exercise, and it's to music and it's fun. You're like, I think I need to.
And 2 hours. 2 hours is 1,200, somewhere around 1,200 calories burned.
See, that's what's up. And so even when you think about the calorie burn, I'm wondering if you have your own skate line out. Do you have your own skate line, your private line? Because I'm thinking is, even with COVID, a lot of things that we once did, they like sprayed down the shoes with Lysol and all of that. But now it's like, I would dare not put somebody else's shoes on, right?
Correct.
So it's like, I have to have my own.
Yes. Disco glam roller skate.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna purchase some for real.
Just go get
Like, okay, let's all purchase some. Angel, I'm coming down to Florida and we are gonna roller skate in your house.
We're gonna have to do some roller skating. We are definitely gonna have to do some roller skating. Well, Miss Avis, you've been working on some pretty fun projects this year
I
as
have.
well. Give our audience just a little background about you and some of the things that you have started, and then we'll get to all the really good news.
Okay, so my name is Avis Carter. I am a glam accessory stylist. I have written a book which will be released on February 27th, and I will have a launch party. A little bit of background about me. I have traveled the world. I have lived in Japan for 5 years. I was married June 5th, 2008, changed my life. I had 2 men come to my door and says, "We hate to inform you." You know, it's like tear jerking. "We hate to inform you. We have a letter from the Secretary of State. We hate to inform you that your husband isn't coming home." And so my nightmare started on that day, and I can still see 2 men showing up at my door. But even with that news, it's like, what do you do? And so my outlet is education. And so I have so many degrees, and I just created a t-shirt that says, I have my
It says,
degrees are hotter than, right, a thermometer, and that's hot. But I have this many degrees because I use it as an outlet to not think about what's going on in life. And with that, I became educated or well educated. I have a library science degree. I've written a book, if not for him, then for whom? Because I believe that even when my husband was abroad and he was flying, I felt that the Lord had changed my life. And then I thought, Lord, he didn't even see my change. So if not for him, then for who, Lord? But now grammatically correct is if not for him, then for whom? And so I have 2 sons, I have a grandbaby. March the 12th and 13th, I will be in Dallas, Texas, filming Fashions on TV Network, which is amazing. And I'm super excited to be able to fly. So even in this pandemic, it's like you move forward and not let your past dictate your future and go on and go forward.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Avis, you got me all teared up because
I know, me too. It's like, and you know what? And so even when I get teared up, I think that these are like silent tears, but you move past it, you know? So no matter what life serves you, you need to make the lemonade out of the lemons and live without regrets. And that's my thing right there, is like, enjoy your family while you have them, live without regrets. And the beautiful thing that I think about the skating team, right? You are interwoven. And even with being interwoven, it's like, even if a hem, a stitch come apart, you're there to bind it. And you all know about seam binding, right? And it's like a patchwork to me. And even with the patchwork, it's like it is a quilt. It is designed, interwoven, you know, just the right pattern, just the right patch for times when you are hard. And for you, the young skater, I commend you for going forward and rolling on, right? And so roll on with the vision that your parents have embedded in you. And then for you to the next level, and then bring up people that are around in your circle and say that if I can do it, you can do it. So there's a powerful legacy in the stitch. And so even when I think about my book, it's we can all build a legacy, right? One scripture, one stitch, one step at a time. So
That's true.
Right?
bringing it this morning.
Totally,
true.
totally. Well, both of our guests, when you think about the things that they've done to really just bounce back, to turn lemons into lemonade, to reach out, to pivot, to shift, online virtual courses, starting your new TV show, starting a whole new line. But both of you have been working very diligently for the last several months, working on your stories, bringing your stories out, becoming published authors. Avis is about to publish. And Natasha and Antoine, I got a text from you yesterday. Do you have an announcement for us today?
I have an announcement that it's going to be first time only here on the
Ah!
Yes, so our announcement is this is the hard work for, I think, 4 months that we've been putting in, and this book is finally out. Skates Out, the intro, rolling from the inside out.
Yes.
So yes,
got to get that. Oh my God.
and I want to give big props. I have to keep saying to this other team, which is Natasha and Angel. I want to thank you guys for all the headache I gave y'all took from me and anything. I want to thank y'all because this right here was possible through them and the team. So I really appreciate all the work we put in for this book. And also, we woke up this morning and we're #1 on new release.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. And
So
#3 on all time. On all time.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
It was exciting. Yeah. I just seen people was
#1 best-selling author in the house this morning on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. Wait, and it just launched this morning?
we launched yesterday.
We
We
launched
didn't know. We
yesterday.
woke up. Yesterday
Oh,
was a
nice.
beautiful day.
24 hours, it hit #1 bestseller.
Yes.
Yes.
And we woke up. I told him yesterday, I said, today is a beautiful day. It was Valentine's Day. It was my son's birthday, the oldest one. And let me tell y'all this real quick before I forget. I just want to thank God for this. My son's been accepted to the Academy of Arts University. This one right here for fashion. Yes. So Keon been accepted for fashion. He want to go and study fashion and
Look at
styling.
all this amazing, I mean, great and greater news.
Yesterday was beautiful. I mean, it was a blessing.
It was,
Yeah.
what a Valentine's Day. Well, Keon, congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel good.
You feel
Ready
good.
to move forward.
Well, it's not a coincidence that two fashionistas or fashion
Right.
All right.
are on today, right? We have Avis, who's fashionista, world fashionista here on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, and then now Keon, you are going to school. I mean, like, what an amazing thing!
Yes.
And the book is a bestseller, right? Instant bestseller. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. Well, Natasha, look what you did.
Yes, thank you.
Look what y'all did.
A lot of hard work.
She kept on saying, don't mess with me. I got to get this book done. And I'm like, I go in the room, I say, hey, are you cooking dinner? Can you cook? I'm almost done. So she was
said, can you leave
all
out of here, please? If I don't do this book right. And I was like, do not touch anything. Don't touch the computer, please.
Yes.
We let him have his process in the beginning of getting
Yes.
it all out, and
Yes.
and he really has like 3 books that
Yes.
he was wanting to write, and you really, like, keeping him on one project.
Yes.
That's where the help was really at.
Yes.
Hey, I just know you told me a certain amount of words, and I guess I tried to write 100,000.
So we could be expecting 2 or 3 more books here in a couple more years or a couple more months.
Yes.
I'm on top of the next one already.
Tasha goes, oh, Jesus.
And that's why I woke up yesterday. I said, so what's next? What's next? Where are we going to go now? And I know your brain is not done.
But one thing I can say, she woke up yesterday. You could tell she had like pressure off of her. She said, oh man, I don't have to work on this book no more. And she just wanted to do something. She was excited. She was crying. I'm like, why are you crying? She said, I'm just happy.
She's like, I'm not to do this anymore. Let me tell you, it is, with Angel being a best-selling author, me being a best-selling author, Avis being a best-selling, like, it is probably the most crucial time of your life. You have so much going on, and it is so draining, and you just want to get everything done, and there's so many steps. And Angel, being the blessing that she is, she helps you through all these steps, right? And kind of guides you and tells you, it's only this.
Correct.
I know with you, because you're saying that, yeah, everything needed to be perfect. I know that was with me too, with my books. And I'm just like, oh, but I got to get out. And then once you do it and you're a best-selling author, you're like, oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
like 100,000 pounds of weight is lifted off of you and you can
Yes.
breathe again. You're like, okay, deep breath.
Yes, yes. And we had our little celebration. One thing we have learned with this process, and Angel always told us, like, don't celebrate this little momentum time right now, because we was just finishing certain things and we go on to the next. But like she said, take a break and go celebrate and jump on the next part. And we started doing that, and it felt different. It felt better. And we come back. It's kind of like the music. When you're writing songs and your brain go dead, you walk away. Then you come back, you got a whole 2 songs coming out now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we were.
What can we expect in the next couple of months? What do you guys, what's next? Or
Well,
like, oh Jesus.
we got a big article coming out in April. It's about how did we create our course, basically. And it's in a global magazine, an online publication. This past Friday, Thrive Global magazine did an article about us. And then we got something big that we're about to do with, I don't know how to say this, someone major in the entertainment world, but we can't speak on it. So
we can't speak. Well, we can say that you are a speaker on the Comeback Champion Summit with
Yes, the Comeback Champion Summit.
Yes, I gotta say that. Big shout out to Shay Brown. But yes, we are part of the Comeback Champion Summit. I will be on there. Matter of fact, tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll be on the Comeback Champion Summit tomorrow at 4:15, 4 o'clock, 4:15. And don't forget, that is a 5-day summit, and people is really showing different ways to move through this COVID time. Like what I'll be talking about will be how I pivoted my passion into a business. And I think with COVID, it really like pushed me to go all in, and it's gonna be fun. And definitely, once again, get your free seats.
Right? Shay Brown was on the Angel and Tina Morning Show on Friday. I think Angel and I
watched it.
We're both on the speaker summit this week.
Yes.
With Shay.
Yep.
He's one of our fan favorites here on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. So, okay, Key, what's going on? What's baby?
Well,
he's like, well,
I'm just more focused on like what I'm really going to school for is basically fashion styling and like styling like clothes and models and stuff. And then but hopefully some like
You're
what I really want to do
and do makeovers like on your parents and
now it's our turn.
You do it on yourself.
He's
You
gonna
go
have roller
upstairs.
skating fashion. He's gonna have the skating
Right.
outfit. Like he's gonna design. So they're gonna have like this whole thing where you can buy the roller skates, the
clothing,
the clothing, like everything. Head to toe.
And it come with a stylist. But yeah, this guy here, you can just go upstairs at 2 in the afternoon. I said, why you got all this clothes out? And why you got this outfit on? We ain't going nowhere. I just want to see how it look. He's been into his fashion since a little boy. His brother also, but this one here, I think took fond to it. And like, I would say he don't shop in no malls. He don't shop in no stores. It's all online in unique places. So this is him.
I could do some damage because I'm a fashionista.
Well, Avis is starting a new TV show around fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Avis, talk about your fashion
Right,
show.
and so-
Maybe there's a place for Keon there.
It is. And just show you how the Lord moves, right? And so even when I think about here, Fashion Zone is a TV network designed to help up and coming designers stay in fashion, stay in business, to move, to grow. And with that, we are going to be broadcasting under Zandra TV Network, which is an award-winning TV show.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
so it meets or reaches over 200 million people. And so my gift to you, is it Keyshawn? My gift to you,
Keon.
Keon. Oh, Keon, thank you. My gift to you today is you are welcome to come to Fashion On
Look at his
TV
face.
Network in Dallas to be filmed on live set. And I am gifting it to you. And it's up, and when I gift it to you, it would be nice if you could be on the set. And so your parents would have to get you to Dallas, and that would be amazing. Yet, if you can't fly, then we can do a virtual call. And so, what better way to help you build your business, build your brand, even before you go into school? Because some things are not always, by the education. Now, I believe in education, but some
Right.
things are innate, And so, if you're upstairs and you have all of these
That is
clothes
that hands-on.
laid out, then you already have a talent for it. You have a gift for it. So let the Lord see, or let the world see the designer in you. So I am gifting you a free seat on Fashion On TV Network, which you will
Thank
see
you.
March the 12th or the 13th. And I have
Okay,
a
Keon, what do you think?
I'm excited. Thank you very
So
much.
do you want to be on TV? Do you want to see, let the
You
world
want to
see
be
who
on
you
over 2
are?
million people, Keon? Is that okay with you?
Is that
Yeah.
okay with Yes, and so get with me. And so those designers, and when we think about designers, did you know that a designer could be, and I have a list right here. I always keep a list. A designer could be a cord wainer. Well, what's that? A shoemaker. It could be a jewelry artisan. It can be a milliner. Well, what's a milliner? Ever heard of a hatter? A designer who makes hats, and also tailors, fashionistas, fashion designers, and those who can just have an innate ability to dress others. He's like, that ain't right. You know what I mean? And so, Keon, I want you to continue on. And even when I think about your book, and you said in and out, right? And so in and out, and then you think about skating and the binding of it, right? And so even with you have design where you put a bind stitch, that means that it is not coming apart. You can wash it as long as you want, but I would love to have you and your fashion and your style, because there's a beauty in style, even the way you carry yourself,
Yeah.
And so you have a unique talent, and I'm gifting it to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is so generous. That is so generous. I know she is. She's flying to Dallas. She has her, all of her guests coming in. They're going to be recording. They'll be on the Zandra TV network. Of course, the Angel and Tina morning show is on the ZTV network. It is an amazing platform. In fact, we want, if you go, Keon, you've got to take mom and dad, because you have to connect with Zandra TV. Thinking about the roller skating lessons, and
could you imagine a whole roller skating show every Friday night? These
That's
shows,
major.
Yes.
moves. Oh,
Yeah, that's major.
Yes.
And even when you think about under Zandra TV network, right? It's on 7 different streaming TV shows. And so that means that
it's 8 now.
Oh, is it 8? 8, right? You're talking about Roku, you're talking about Amazon, and the list goes on. And so it will be an amazing way to grow your tribe. And so even when we think about the design, right? If you only have one piece of silk, and did you know that silk was the strongest fabric ever? And even when you think about the way it shined, and on the other side, it's a little roughness. It's oh my goodness, if you don't treat it just right, it will begin to unravel. What a wonderful way to build your brand outside of your community, to build a know, like, and trust factor. So I am super excited. I pray that you are able to join me on set. And so one thing that I need for you to do is just go to www.fashazon.com/. And by doing that, then just fill out the intake form. And I already know, because I am a woman of my word. And if I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so just fill it out and we'll talk, but just know that you're already in.
Oh,
Avis,
Thank
how can
Thank
everybody
you.
else get a hold of you, Avis? How can they get your book, and how can they get a hold of you?
And so as far as my book goes, I was creating a Eventbrite. I will have a launch party. And so that is in the making because I just uploaded my book and it will be released on February 27th. And I'll have like a 12-hour party. And so that is to come. But in order to get on Fashions on TV network, guests who would like, or fashion designers, cord whiners, milliners, hatters, tailors, designers who would like to be featured on Fashions on TV network, go to www.fashazon.com/ to connect with us. And did you all know that Azan is always zealous to overcome negativity? So it's Azan, always zealous to overcome negativity. And it's like,
That's nice.
it's so nice to meet you all. Yes.
Very
It's
nice.
nice
You
meeting
meet
you too.
you as
Me too.
well.
And, you know, I can go on forever. And even when I think about the backbone of the brand, right? I have a head wrap and a accessory line, right? It's JC Cover Me. And one would think, oh, that's so nice. You're honoring your late husband. I was like, yes. Jay still, his name was James Carter. I was like, yes, he still provides for me, but yet and still Jesus Christ through it all. And so even when people think JC covers me, right? It's like an honor, Lord, cover me. You know, it's a request, right? And so even when you think of the word, it says that be diligent in what you do and let the people see your progress, right? And so even seeing your progress, it's like, be diligent, be steadfast, always continue to build your brand, always do better, right? And so with that, it's like life is good. We just have to move forward and go on and not forget our past, right? Not forget that backstitch, but keep it going we only go backstitch for a second, but just to bind it so it won't unravel, but keep that stitch moving forward. So as a unit, as unity, we can build uniqueness, likeness, our brands, one stitch, one scripture, one step at a time. Yes.
Yes,
it.
yes.
No, Avis, you definitely need to have your own show, right? Like she is like definitely designed and ready for her own show, and she's
Design? Did you say design? Yeah. Did you hear design? Yes. Yes.
It is. Yeah, it is definitely. You are, and you are shining so bright. And I just love. She has this whole. I've never worn a head wrap.
Yeah.
Except for when I'm on.
I got you.
When I'm on vacation.
I haven't.
Like when I'm on vacation, or when I'm having a really not good hair day. You know, like when you're around the pool. Like I've only ever worn, like taken my scarf like around the pool.
I think we both need some head wrap.
Some lessons and some tips. And
oh yes, I'll create them for you. Send me your brand, and then I'll create one. And Kian, send me your brand. Do you have a logo yet? I'll create something for you as well. Yeah, I'll create something for you. But we're gonna have to connect because I know it's gonna have to be fly for you. Just right.
Hey, just the other day, I come home and I didn't pay attention. He's in my room. We got a big mirror on the wall. And I said, what is he doing? She said, he been in your clothes. He been in my closet getting my button up shirts. And I said, why you got my clothes on? This ain't your dress room. So he's in my closet.
Some of your clothes
get my soup shirt.
Cool. Some of them. If I make him the way I want to make it, it looks cool.
But it was nice what he had on. But I told her, I said, he done took my clothes out of my closet while I was gone and put a whole outfit on.
You know he's upgrading you, right?
Yes.
Oh, hey, they always.
And keeping you young. Yes.
I was the first one that didn't want to wear small Adidas joggers. I said, them things too tight on my body. They like, Dad, them things big you got on. So now that's all I love is Adidas joggers that fit my body. My jeans have to fit me. Shout out to Sharice B, one of the stylists that made me quit wearing big clothes. and
Oh,
got me
nice.
into my fitted clothes. My sons was already doing it, but I was looking at them like, I don't want to dress like this.
It is
And I-
nice
Man who
when
can wear a nice pair of joggers and look good in them.
I
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
guy who wears clothes that fit, right? They just
Mhm.
they look
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's a different look. It felt weird at first, but then it just grew on me.
We always say, ask Keon, does that look right? He's like, I don't know,
Mhm.
ask Keon. And his
Yeah.
older brother, he
Nice.
always calls and he's like, well, I purchased this, bro, and I got this. Is it okay for me to wear this together? He was like, yeah, but I wouldn't put that shirt with that. Let's just change this. And it changes the
And he
whole
listens
look.
to him too. The
Yeah.
oldest one.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
It's got a
And
fabulous
also
family.
my guy, he won best dressed
For
this
his
year
fall.
for high school for
Oh,
the yearbook.
nice.
You know, Keon,
Oh.
I won best dress in high school too.
I did too.
Okay, so Natasha, Antoine, Keon, anything else you want to make sure that we cover, add, or make sure we give the call to action?
Yeah,
tell
how
people
can people
steps?
get a hold of you guys?
And where do we buy
Um,
roller skates? Where do we sign
yes.
up?
Yeah,
for classes?
Angel and I both need roller skates.
Okay. So you tell them where to go find the roller skates.
Skatesoutvirtual.com.
That's our skate shop, skatesoutvirtual.com. That's where you can get into the store, find you some skates. Also, don't forget, you can purchase the book either through our Skates Out Virtual shop, or you can go straight to Amazon Books, and you can just put in the search. If you can't find it, Rolling from the Inside Out. And the reason why that title is Rolling from the Inside Out is because we have to bring the fear out of you so that we can physically get you rolling. So that's why it's Rolling from the Inside Out. So this book is talking about life, also roller skating, but it's deep because it's mental and physical.
And we are in the process of getting the merchandise on there. So we have masks, t-shirts, sweatshirts.
Yeah.
So
That'll be coming in a week or so.
I am coming to see you in Atlanta in a week. I want my whole swag bag filled up.
Yes.
Got you. And also follow us.
Put it up.
Yep, I will. I got you. And follow us on IG at Skates Out and Twitter at Skates Out, and Facebook. I'm AK Role Model. That's my personal page, and also Skates Out. That's our Facebook business page. And don't forget, those courses are going, and people is buying them. So you can go to Skates Out Virtual and get that roller skate course. It's a
Right.
backwards and beginner.
Keon,
Right.
we want to tell you thank you and congratulations on your,
Thank you.
Yes.
I mean, getting into college, being accepted. What an amazing week you guys all have had.
Yes.
Keon, I can just see so much potential in you, and just, yeah, I mean, so young and already have so much potential in you. So just congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, you congratulations from the Angel and
Thank you.
Avis, how about you? Give us all the good juicy details.
And so as far as I have JC Cover Me and I have Fashazon. And so currently it's like, if you would like to be a designer that is showcased on fashazon.com, please go to www.fashazon.com/. As far as if not for him, then for whom, stay tuned with my JC Cover Me or Fashazon Facebook page, and also JC Cover Me and Fashazon IG, and you will get more information on my launch party that will be held on February 27th. And I'm launching for 8 hours, and even or having my party for 12 hours. It's going to be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And with that, I will be having giveaways. I'll be giving away things that I've made in order to promote the brand, in order to serve you, to give back. Life is good.
Yes,
Yes, it
ma'am.
is. Yes, it is.
I'm so proud of you, Avis. You've done
Thank you.
so much, and sharing your story, right, from the knock on the door to pouring into others, and then even today, you are such a giver. You shine so bright, and I love
Yeah.
the Azan, right? When you were
Mhm.
picking your business name and the brand, and you looked up what does Azan mean and how
Yes.
perfect that was for this whole new brand, Fashazon, and it's going to become a household name. It's going to be a TV show. It's going to be a brand. But
Yes.
Nice, man.
Avis, you are beautiful from the inside out.
Yes.
Thank you. That's a tearjerker.
Oh, just so proud of you.
Or a seam ripper.
Well, I can't wait to celebrate your book. I'm so excited to introduce the newest best-selling authors in the Media Mastery
Yes.
Network today. Grab your copy, Rolling from the Inside Out, support the network, share,
Yes.
go online, learn how to roller skate, buy some skates, because I think we're going to see a lot of roller skating in our future.
I think so
And
too.
you got to look up, you got to get the book so you can read the story about why
Yes.
these skates are covered in duct tape. It's a tear.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
It's a major story.
Beautiful.
I can't
story.
wait.
Thank
Yes.
you so much to both of you for being our guests here on the Angel
Thank
and
you.
Tina Morning Show today. I'm Angel Tussie. I am your Media Mastery matchmaker. If you are looking for more exposure, you want to become a published author, a best-selling author, get started with my complimentary media starter kit at makeyourbigimpact.com. We're making bestsellers. We're getting PR for folks every single day. Go to makeyourbigimpact.com to get your complimentary starter kit. We've got the Connect Summit is coming up on February 24th. Put that on your calendar from 2 to 7 p.m. every single month, the last Wednesday. We've got an incredible lineup. The Connect speaker team is here to serve you all year long. It's an amazing day. I'm so blessed to have our guests on today.
Right? And it is next week, the Connect Summit. We are so excited. This is our first Connect Summit of 2021. I am Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the Gratitude Specialist. And if you're struggling with attracting the right clients, knowing how to connect to them, or even if you just don't know how to convert them into clients, I have a complimentary guide that'll help you grow your audience organically, online and offline. Connect and nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships, turn them into paying clients. You can grab your guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. You can still buy Beyond Gratitude book for only $5 on Amazon. Go to beyondgratitudebook.com. It's a great way to attract, connect, and convert more prospects. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Thank
right,
you.
thank
See you
you.
later. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.